Hey everyone, welcome back to 30 Days of Sketches 3, and we are on to day 24. So I hope you enjoyed your long weekend and the little bit of a challenge I gave everybody. It was helpful for my family, I must say, and I'm ready to just finish off this little series for you. So I am going back to this beautiful Bohemian Dreams collection. You've seen it a couple times already this month. It is the collection I am using for my How to Kill a Kit with Style. I've used it since here and there. I haven't used it a ton, but I've used it since the beginning of April. It was my April's kit, and I stretched it into May, and I have one layout that you will see during 12 days with Daisy in June as well. So it was a very loving kit, and I'm so happy that I have enough to do one more layout with it, and then I can consider it killed. But it is definitely one of my favorite collections, so I made lots of very pretty layouts with it, and I'm very, very happy. So I am going with this sketch to follow it pretty darn closely. I love the layers with the banners, and I just wanted to kind of do that type of effect. So I just decided on which patterns and which sides. I was limited to my choices because I am so down to my final pieces that I had to just decide basically which sides I wanted to use, and that kind of dictated which papers I was going to use. And I did the papers and layering those out first before I picked my photo so that I wasn't being too biased. And the nice thing with these pattern papers obviously is they're all so beautiful and they all work well together because they're the same collection. I could flip them back and forth accordingly to how I wanted it to go. So I love it. I do lots and lots of paper layers, but it's super minimally embellished. In fact, I'm not even sure that I added anything extra other than like a floral piece. So this is just very pattern paper heavy, and there are days where that is kind of my go-to, and my specialty is to just focus on pattern papers and create a layout with just paper and a title. Sometimes there's enough elements within that you don't need those added little pieces here and there. Now, that being said, once this series is over and I am putting these layouts away and doing all my journaling and all of that, I might go back and look at my embellishments when I have a little bit more time, maybe add a few things here and there if I so desire, but it doesn't need it, and I'm perfectly happy with the way it is. So we'll see what happens down the line, but it does happen. I do go back to my layout sometimes and just have a third or fourth or fifth look at them to see if there's anything missing. I enjoy it. Very rarely do I actually ever consider a layout completely done. There's always something more I could do to it, which is probably why I'm such a slow scrapper, but that's all right. I enjoy my process. This is how it works for me, and as much as this hobby and is about documenting my life, so my children have a documentation of our lives and everything, and that is obviously the very main goal to why I scrapbook. The creative side of it is also a very big part to me, and probably what keeps me coming back to it day after day after day. So yes, I found a picture. So this photo is from last year. Sean turned 34, and 2 years ago, last year, because Nora was turning 1. And it was just on his birthday. We just took a little family photo together to celebrate. I always try to get a photo of Sean in one way or another. Normally it is a family photo because he's more willing to do that than let me just snap a photo of just him. And it was at the end of the night, so we're all just kind of laying there in our jammies and, hairs down, all that sort of stuff. But I really love this photo. It's a great photo of Jackson. He's looking at the camera, and it was just, I figure, like the perfect layout to document for today with this with this collection. I've kind of tried to space out this collection as best as I could. So I did a couple layouts about Nora, I did one about Jackson, and then I think I did one about myself, and now I have one about Sean, so that they're not all back to back to back in one album of Bohemian Dreams. And I decided to title this layout, We Love Being Yours. this is one of the titles that I have in my saved files in my Pinterest boards. And what it is, it's just a board entitled Titles. So if I want something a little bit fancier than Sean's 34th birthday, I can go there and find things that just kind of speak to me for the photos or the layout that I'm trying to use. And this one really stuck out to me, and I had the fancy love. I also was able to create a fancy yours because I had the word ours and I just added the Y. And then I am like the worst person at spelling and using apostrophes in the right way and all. Like, I'm just horrible with my language. It's a good thing I was an English teacher. And so I'm pretty sure that's correct. It's not you are, yours. So I have it correctly. I double checked myself a bunch of times because there's many times where I have done it where it is supposed to be you are and I've done it wrong. So I swear this is right. Even had Daisy check. And I am going to just finish this off by adding a little fold out there with some added pattern paper, and then that little floral paper that says, and a little sticker that says the best. That's it, guys. That's my layout. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with another layout and day 35. Bye.